Morning, folks. Today's shave is going to be a shave for Will. I have a link down below if you want to check out the video on how I found out about Will's passing, and thought I would do a shave that would be something that he might use, some of the shave gear that he might use in one of his videos. Got close on some of it, at least in the ballpark. The razor I'm going to use, he used in one of his videos as the Lord razor. This is like an L22, and that's what one looks like there. I didn't have a Lord Platinum blade. I thought I had one who looked everywhere for one. I guess I used the last one, but I did have got Lord Extra. And as it goes for the wrapper, what it looks like, that's what the wrapper looks like there. But I'll be using a razor like Will did in his video. And also in one of his videos, he used Colonel Conk's I think it was amber, may have been almond, I can't remember for sure. Anyway, this is Colonel Conk Bay rum that I've got in a covered sugar dish, a vintage one. And I've had this one for a while. Matter of fact, about time to get some more because this soap in the bottom is getting pretty low. And even after all these years, the scent is still readily available. I mean, I can still pick it up with my nose. Got it whipped up here with a Yaqi brush. Synthetic knot. Yeah, it's amazing that, you know, I've had this one here probably for 4 years and use it off and on, and the scent is still present. And decided to go ahead and match it up with the Colonel Conk aftershave also. Go ahead and get started here. Like I say, I've got a link down below for information about Will in the video that was put out. It was late last night, going into early this morning, that I had found out that Will had passed. And as it goes for the conditions that how he passed, was not readily available. So I'm not sure how in other words, if he passed away in his sleep or what the case is. But at any rate, lost another fellow wet shaver. If you're unfamiliar with Will's videos, might go and check out the list of his videos, because he didn't just do shave videos. He did some videos I thought that gave an insight into Will as a person, even more so than just the shaving videos. And it was some of the food reviews that he would do. Like, for instance, a Sonic garlic butter bacon cheeseburger. I think one of them also was a chili cheese dog. And that one there, of course, got me to laughing and chuckling about it, because for me, I can't eat those. It tear my stomach up. But anyway, it's just, you know, the things that he was interested in, that he shared with various folks, you know, on YouTube, things that he was interested in, including music. But it was definitely an insight into his interest and as him as a person. He'll definitely be missed. If you never tried Colonel Conk's soap, this one here came in a tub, a plastic tub, you know, just something to ship it in. And you have to be very careful if you're going to try to melt it in the microwave into a container like what I put it in. And in other words, not to overheat it. It only takes just a few seconds. In other words, I would go in 5-second increments to see how it's melting in your container that you're going to put it in. And as to not to overheat it in the microwave. And that's how I that's how I put it in this one here. And it's worked out quite well. Like I say, this lid, it just sits on top, but in other words, the soap has survived, you know, pretty well in there. And the soap itself is not real expensive. think that's one of the things that interests me about this particular soap is the fact that it doesn't cost you a whole lot of money to give it a try. And this one here, the Colonel Conk also has some like lime, I think is glycerin based type soap, as well as some shaving cream. Will always had kind words to leave on a video. Um, always find support when he would leave a comment on one of my videos, and he'd reach out to me and let me know that he has a video coming up that he'd want me to check it out. Thought that was pretty nice. Like I say, there's some details in the video that's put out, and I got the link down below as it goes for the memorial and GoFundMe account. There is a bit of a caution, which I do appreciate that being put out, is that the links in the video itself in the description are the links you'd probably want to pay attention to. If there's any links down below concerning a GoFundMe account or anything of the sort that's down in comments, you probably should stay away from those. In other words, to make sure that you're not a victim of fraud. If you haven't tried this shaver, Razor Blades Club is a spot that you can find a lot of stuff that I pick up over time. And they do have not only the L22, but also I think it's called an L22C, and it comes with the plate that you see here, as well as I think it's a plastic one. And I think the plastic one is supposed to be, or the black one I should say, is designed for body parts. In other words, other than the face, perhaps. I didn't know that I had that. At least I have not seen anything about it until I started looking more into this particular razor. Now, if you're wondering, the handle itself feels like it's made out of aluminum, and the head is probably that zinc alloy that we're all very much familiar with. It is an inexpensive shaver. Sometimes you can find these shavers for right around the $5 mark, and definitely it will get the job done. It is it's a good tool, in other words. Without having to pay a lot of money, it'll get the job done for you. So if you're interested in a travel razor that's not going to put you out a lot of money, and you're not interested in one that's got a plastic handle, this one here might be worth checking out. And if it's not for you, it's $5, $6, $7 or whatever the case might be. And it depends on which one you get. Some of them will come with one or two blades of the Lord Platinum, and some will come with a whole pack or 2-pack, I think. I can't remember for sure, but I've seen different variations of it over time. You can kind of tell I didn't spend a whole lot of time whipping this up, and for me the lather is more than adequate, at least for me. Like soap being subjective for anybody. It's your mileage may vary, but if you're interested in checking out an inexpensive soap, this one here is not a bad one to check out. And I picked up the you can pick up I think it's still available as it goes for lime, Colonel Conk lime aftershave. Superior Shave, I think, still has it on sale for a whole $6, which is, you can't hardly beat that price. One of the things that I noticed about shaves from Will is I could tell that he also enjoyed the, you might say, the classic versions. In other words, Club Man, things of that nature, the ones from years gone by that's been around for a long time. As it goes for, is this a mild shaver, aggressive, medium? I would put it on the medium scale. I wouldn't put it, say that it's mild, but I would say at least a mediums. And it also probably depends on what kind of blade you're using. But with this one here, this blade is a Teflon coated blade, this Lord Extra. And matter of fact, Lord puts out a number of blades. If you ever check those out, there's a whole series of them, several of them. And this one here just happens to be Teflon coated, and there's a few others. I think maybe 2 other blades that Lord puts out that are Teflon coated also. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Lord Platinum, I think they changed the packaging of it here recently. So if you're used to, in other words, if you look at Will's video, on the back wall he has a 100-pack, it looks like, of Lord Platinum hanging up there. I've seen that coloration of the packaging. I've seen where it's like mostly white, I believe. And so in other words, the newest one, I think the packaging is black. So in other words, they've changed the packaging over time. So for as far as I know, it's still the same blade, just different packaging. All right, checking out to see if there's how much stinging we may have this morning. Ah, Jill would have caught that part there. That is something about Jill. She would have, she enjoyed letting the guys know if there's any soap behind the ears that we had forgot to get. She's another one that passed a while back. They used to watch her videos. She's quite a character also. Just got a little bit, it's not real evident, but just a little bit right down here. But for the most part, just a very smooth, comfortable shave. Witch hazel here, Humphreys. This is this is a large container. It is the 16-ounce version, not 8 or 12, but 16. It's a big one, unscented. Since I started using witch hazel, and I know I mentioned this in another video, but since I started putting witch hazel on my head, my skin on my head has worked out. It's gotten a whole lot better. I still have some spots every once in a while that are still kind of rough. So yeah, doing a head shave for me is probably, I'm kind of sort of, afraid to do one, that it's going to turn out in a bloody mess. I mean, there are, bumps, just because of my head being shaped the way it is, but I also got some, I guess you might say, skin issues up there that I know that it would take a good long moment before it ever got smoothed out where I wouldn't be bleeding everywhere. You start here with the aftershave. This aftershave, when it, show you what the restrictor looks like, it's just the opening in the container, the glass container. It comes with a little plastic stopper that does a good job of keeping the aftershave in the container. It seems to seal it up pretty nice with that lid. But the lid itself on the inside is just, I guess you might say, a standard type lid. I don't find this aftershave, as it goes for being a bay rum, not a spicy bay rum. I don't really pick up it's not, I don't think it's heavy on the clove. I mean, it is present. That's what the inside of the lid looks like. I don't find that it's heavy on the clove. It's kind of I guess you might say more of a mellow version, at least per my nose. Your nose might find it differently, but for me, it does smell good. I love bay rum. I could have a whole closet full of bay rum soaps and aftershaves. Just fantastic stuff in my opinion. Hope everybody's doing well. Stay healthy, stay safe, and smooth shaves to you.